we're back. Welcome to the Culture and Cannabis podcast. My name is JC Coates, here at your service. That's right, I'm here by myself. Listen, we got an incredible guest. Our boy Tony is on the road. We're going to dive into everything that he's got going on. But quick announcements. Listen, a lot is going on with the Culture and Cannabis team. We're putting in a lot of work out there, so let's dive in to what's going on. The Hustler drops in Oklahoma. Last week was epic, right? So what's going on out there is we're building a distribution and a processing facility from the ground up. Right now, it's just the Culture and Cannabis team from Nevada that's running that spot. We just brought in one new sales rep, and we did 11 new dispensary drops in Oklahoma with the Hustler. So the Hustler is officially shining in Oklahoma in 12 dispensaries, 2 in Oklahoma City. The rest of them are all in Tulsa. So go check out one of the Hustlers, guys. Go check it out. Listen, back in Nevada, what's happening? Huge full flower drop, guys. We've been waiting on some special harvests for some new full flower Culture and Cannabis harvests to hit the market. And the time is now, right? And so we're really excited about it, and not to mention the flowers are amazing, but we're going to be dropping at a new retail partner with Essence. So they have a ton of stores. So the Culture and Cannabis new full flower drops are going to be spread out all through the Vegas Valley. So check it out. Listen, what else is going on? Our events, Champs Winter is coming this February. We're going to host a big after party, the Culture and Cannabis after party. Champs after party is going to go down, right? It's going to happen at the Sapphire Event Center. It's not at the strip club, guys. It's next door in the event center, right? There's still some beautiful ladies going to be dancing around, but listen, it's a different area altogether. So if you get a little bit comfortable about that, listen, it ain't like that. So come check it out. We have a full stacked local lineup. We're going to drop a huge surprise headliner in the next coming weeks, but it's going to be a dope Champs Winter Session Culture and Cannabis after party. So make sure to check it out. Listen, this Friday, right? The whole Culture and Cannabis team is going to be popping up at Sanctuary on the north side, right? We're going to have deals on the Hustlers. We have Culture and Cannabis pre-rolls we're giving away for 1 cent, people. Come down there with purchase. You also get some free food. Presto One's going to be in the mix. Come check out the Culture and Cannabis team. But listen, that's what's going on. But yeah, I'm here by myself. My man Tony is in LA. Tony, what's good? Are you out there? Oh,
can you hear me?
Full-time Tony, what are you doing, bro? Are you in the back of an Uber? Tell us where you're at. What's going on?
I'm in the back of an Uber right now. I'm currently in beautiful LA traffic on my way to a friend's house.
Okay.
And yeah, man, we're out here rocking and rolling. What's going on with you?
What are you taking a break? What is it? Full-time Tony vacation here? What is this? What is this?
It's a little bit of everything, dude. Whenever we do these types of trips, I try to do a little bit of work and a little bit of play.
A little bit of work, a little bit of play. That's good, man. That's good. That's good. Listen, we just went to Oklahoma, like I just talked about in the announcements. We did about 12 onboard, 12 drops all around freaking Oklahoma, right? Jesus, we went and delivered them ourselves, right? We literally had to drive all over Oklahoma doing these drops, meeting these retail partners in person. What was your biggest takeaway from the Oklahoma trip?
Oh man, I think it was just the fact, how different, how big Oklahoma is, right? Like the fact that it took us legit 3 days to deliver to 15 dispensaries. Where in Nevada, you could take it just a couple hours to do that. So the spread outness of it was pretty crazy, and that's a massive obstacle for a lot of these brands out there, especially brands that are not from Oklahoma, or brands that are getting into Oklahoma, or even the smaller brands in Oklahoma, right? Like to be able to have that distribution network is definitely a challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely new problems for us to solve, new missions for us to accomplish. I don't know why I ever thought it was going to be kind of like Nevada, but it's definitely nothing like Nevada. So, listen, it's a crazy. I think all the points that you made it's some of the stuff that we're focusing on too, right? The service, right, of being able to serve those partners in Lawton, right, or in Ardmore, or in Oklahoma City, or in Tulsa, right? You have to be able to take all that away. But listen, we're going to be back in 3 weeks. We're going to be onboarding some more new partners. It's going to be dope. Stay tuned for the adventures of Oklahoma. Listen, I've been on Instagram, man. I've been seeing this new thing on Instagram, man. It's like the Tony Woods, dog. What is it? What's Tony Woods? Tell us a little bit about it.
I think Tony Woods just came from a place that I've been thinking about doing it for a long time, but it was just something I was kind of bored, I guess, and so whenever I get bored, I get anxious, and so I feel like I need to be creating. So I just, on a whim, was just very high and caffeinated and decided to bang out a Tony Woods logo, and then that turned into me buying the domain and creating the Instagram and then ordering some Canagar molds. So I think it's just going to be a fun thing for now. I've made one Tony Gar, Tony Wood, since we started it, but it's just something fun to do. I think as something that you always say is like practicing execution, right? It's kind of like a fire drill. So just kind of testing, got to make sure the sword's sharp at all times.
Yeah, 100%. No, I love that, and it's good for the mind, right? It's like it's like rolling joints for me.
And it's just fun.
Yeah, it is fun, right? It is. You should be creating, right? We should all be creating, right? Yeah, get out there, guys. Make a brand, right? Tony makes a brand, right? One day, right? Just get out there and create. I mean, you could do whatever you guys want to do. Listen, send us with some parting words, man. Send us with some advice, words of wisdom. Lay it on us, Tony. What's good?
One, I'm really sad I'm not there for this podcast because I have some awesome questions that I want to ask Zairilla, but we'll definitely get you back on again. I'll be able to ask them again. But I guess, listen, people are going to try to screw you over. People are going to try to get one up on you. Just stay in your lane, stay focused, and take what's yours.
That's it. I love it, man. I love it. Listen, be safe, safe travels, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you when you get back. Peace.
Peace.
That's the full-time Tony. Listen, we have an incredible guest in the building. She's sitting right next to me. She's been a longtime friend. I've known her for a long time. She's been a part of our events. Dude, if you're in the cannabis industry, you don't know who this young woman is. You've been living under a rock. We got Chef Zairilla Bacon in the building today. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Let me take these headphones out. Cool. Of course, it's been a long time coming. Thank you for being here. I think we got lucky, right? You just flew in because every time I see you, you're doing something. You're here. You're there. You're on the hustle, girl. You're making it happen. I love it. And we're gonna talk about it today. Bacon bitch. Woo! Can we start with that? Bacon bitch. Anybody ever get mad at you for that? Where's that come from? What is it?
That came from how I came up with my name. So one day I was really high. I was watching Godzilla. My government name isn't Zairilla neither.
Okay.
It starts with the Z.
Okay.
So I was just like, Zairilla, rhyming with some shit, some high shit is stuck. And then Oscar Mayer bacon commercial came on and I was high.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, bacon, bitch.
Damn.
Zairilla Bacon.
Oh wow.
Fuck it.
That's how
Bacon, bitch. And it just stood. One of those things like a song and things just stay in your head, and that just stayed in my head.
And that's crazy. And
it worked for me.
It did work for you. That's crazy. I want to talk about some of the things that's been working for you. Listen, a lot of people know you from the Viceland video that you broke out. Has 10 million plus views on it. It was on Viceland. Most Expensivest with 2 Chainz. How was that experience? And what has it done for your career?
That was really fun. That came out of like nowhere. By the time they called me and asked me if I can do it, it was for me to do it the next day. And I was already booked for something. And I was telling them I can't do that with the amount of time. But then when they told me it was for 2 Chainz, Tommy Chung, and Hannibal Bars, I was like, oh, maybe I think I can do that. So I did it. You seen the rest, and like, it blew up my career to a lot to where now I only cook for celebrities now. I don't cook regular events anymore.
Damn, that's crazy.
And it's gotten me my own show that we're working on as well.
And I'm going to talk about that. So so you only do celebrities, right? All right. So let's fast forward, like, I don't know, 2-3 years, right? JC's really famous, right? You know what I mean? Like, something's happened. You know what I mean? I hit the lottery, right? I'm famous, and I'm gonna book Zairilla. for the party, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the celebrity status. You're going to give it to me. What would I expect?
Man, Zairilla is a whole experience. So for an example, with my food, I go out of my way to make sure that you don't even taste the marijuana at all. You forget that it's infused. So by the time you remember, you're like wasted, gone, And to talk about it, to see how they were on TV is totally different. You would have to experience. I believe that I just bring a whole different experience.
Nice. Just something about, like, if this never happened to you, to where it's like with edibles and you start to enjoy the actual edible and you kind of forget it's got weed in it because it tastes so good, and then you start to get high, but you forgot that you was taking the weed, but then it hits you and you remember that, oh yeah, I took some weed. there's something about that, right? Yeah. So I know what you're talking about, like that. I think I would appreciate that,
Yeah.
So all right. So when you book next? Do you put those out? Are most of them private, right? So they're private and stuff, or
they're mostly like their events. I do cannabis events. Like, I team up with some dispensaries. I got something going on in Colorado. I'm booked for Thanksgiving. We do the dispensary tours. We do everything cannabis, but right now I've been mostly focusing on my shows, which is why you guys haven't been seeing me cook, because most of all my cooking's just been doing for the shows. Like, I know you guys probably seen the previews. The first episodes with CeeLo Green, brought the whole Goody Mob together. We got we did Nappy Roots, so I've been busy with the film stuff. So it's kind of taking me away from me doing the videos, cooking, showing everybody, but that's what I've been doing.
Nice. Where do y'all do that at? Do you do that in?
We film in Atlanta.
Oh, in Atlanta. It's crazy in Atlanta, right? What's Atlanta like?
Oh man, that's the world of hip hop out there.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And it's like happening. Right? It's like going down, right? Do they have a medical program? They don't, right?
Not yet. I'm banking on. I can't wait.
But the culture is like
huge
popping, right?
Huge there.
Sessions,
I'm waiting. Yes.
Sessions, and people cooking. Tell us about tell me about an Atlanta sesh. What was the last one you went to?
It's been a couple of months. It's almost like our sessions a little bit.
They're selling on the tables. And,
the same, almost like us, but a very small section of it. Like, we're so advanced compared to them. So the moment it becomes legal, I'm gonna kill it out there. Like, we're so advanced. Like, and the prices that they charge is crazy.
A lot.
Yeah. So when we come in with our advanced stuff, they're like, oh my God, they'll damn near pay anything for it, which is not really about the money. It's about the education of it. And we're like, I don't know, I can't describe it. Like, we're just so advanced, and like they get so amazed when I bring things around or whatever and teach them or show them new things, and they're just so like, oh my God.
They're like, you could do this with weed?
Yeah, all the time, all the time.
That's crazy. Let's talk about your products, right? Like, so what you have the CBD products, you have the THC products. I mean, can you buy them right on your website?
Yes, on my CBD, you can just go to zbacon.com.
Okay.
You can do all that, free shipping with your orders.
And then you got the infused honey and the infused spices,
We got the honeys, we got my seasonings, we got the teas. I also have this new tea. Have you ever got so high and like you just wish like, man, I don't want to be this high. I want to come down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I created this tea that's made with CBD, and within like 5 to 10 minutes, like it brings your high down. So I it's called Welcome Back.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I think my wife would like that. She's always getting too high.
Good for your throat after a tote.
She's good. We're off the alcohol now. We're almost 3 years now. We just do the weed. We're happier that way. You know what I mean? It's
you got swole, man.
I
gotta say, from the first time I met this dude, he was never like a big fat guy or nothing like that. But this dude is swole. I came here, he was all buffed out. I thought he was like security or a bodyguard out there. Goddamn.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of work in the gym. Like I got bored in COVID. And I think like I've always been like I'm addicted to progress. You know what I mean? Like I have to have it, and I need to experience it. And then when COVID happened, we were doing the events, you know, and I was getting my fix with the progress of the events, right? But then you took that away from me, and I was like, I need something else to like do stuff. You know what I mean? I guess I could have picked up like some model airplanes or something, but instead I picked up the weights. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've had a good time with it.
So COVID did you good a little bit?
It did do me good. Yeah, it was a real blessing for us, just because, you know, what they made cannabis, you know, essential, and then at the same time, like, we dropped our products right when COVID happened. So it would have put us out of the game, right? Because we just had the events, right? And we couldn't do events, but we had the products, right? So that's what kept us in the game. But yeah, just working out every day. And COVID, I lost my hair too. Z, lost my hair on COVID. I shave it off, you know.
Bro. Your arms got married on this, got swole.
Yeah.
Like COVID did me. I was like opposite. You got swole. It gave me a COVID keg. I call it. I got a COVID keg. I was eating up everything.
Hey, you know, it is what it is. Listen, what are the next? Okay, so what's some of the craziest events that you've ever hosted? Does it ever just get crazy on you, or is it always pretty like?
It's always pretty smooth, but I would probably say we did something in Colorado. Where were we? We're in Colorado Springs, and we did where they smoke out the whole room.
Oh, the hot box.
Hot box.
Yeah.
That's who it was with Ray, and oh my God, Deb and Granny, she was there too when we were hosting. And dude, I think that was like one of the highest things I've ever done. I've never experienced. They told me about it. Shout out to Ray. He's the only person that can get me like really gone. And I've never experienced, like, the room was just full of smoke. And the further you go in, you can't even, people just vanish. It's just smoky.
Wow.
And there was this one guy, he was in a wheelchair and he was just sitting there. And I'm like, dude, do you want me to wheel you out? He was like, no, just leave me alone. He just sat there. Dude, I had to get out. I couldn't breathe. Like, it was just smoke. It was the highest thing I've ever. I think it was like concentrates, and they had a torch. It was like this vacuum thing.
Yeah, and it was blowing it out. That's crazy.
Yeah, have you done that before?
I have not done it. I don't know.
Dude, that's an experience.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh my gosh, I've never been that high before.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I could handle that. Like, you know, that could be for the kids. You know what I mean? I could be a little bit too old for that. Maybe not. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, get the leaf blower, throw some weed in it. You know what I mean?
You can do it right in your car. I bought your car.
Yeah, get you.
It takes days for that house, for the spot to clear out too.
Yeah.
Like
Shit. I would imagine. Really? Oh, damn.
Oh man.
All right, Z. Let's talk about you for a minute. Like, where are you from?
Originally from Chicago.
From Chicago. Mm-hmm. And then did you go to school and stuff, or what was that a path for you? What was like your path as a younger woman?
Actually, I just came from a big family. I never went to culinary arts.
Okay.
I had a little cooking class in high school, but I never went professionally to school. I did own my own catering company. I learned from watching my family. I was raised by my great grandmother.
Okay.
So I grew up like old school and big family. So I just always watched them in the kitchen cooking and helping. And I just kind of just learned by watching them.
Nice. That's dope. Mm-hmm. I didn't go to school either, Z. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't have to go to school. You know, if you didn't, I mean, it could probably help. You know what I mean? But
but look at us.
I know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
never too late.
Yeah.
Like, you can always do your dreams, make them come true. Don't think just because you didn't go to school that means you can't fulfill your dreams. That's so not true.
Right. It is true. And
we're living proof of that.
Yeah, and you know it, right? And like, I see you counting your blessings, right, on social media and stuff like that. Like, I mean, so like, what do you like? What drives you, right? Do you have a chip on your shoulder? Like, what are you trying to like? Why are you trying to win so hard, right? Like, why are you over-indexing? What do you think it is that's driving you in this direction? Because
people told me that I couldn't do it and I wasn't marketable, so I did it myself.
Yeah. Who told you? Who told you that? A lot of people.
It's one person in particular, because I used to be into music. Mm-hmm. And music and cannabis, and it was always an issue with me smelling like weed and doing that. And they wanted me to change my image. I was openly gay.
Okay.
So this is before the Young Ma came out. My videos I was gonna be singing about chicks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was told with this company I was working with, they ghosted me for a very beautiful girl, like Nilly Vanilli.
Okay.
She lip synced my music.
Wow.
And she didn't go far at all because they wanted to change my image for me to be all feminine and like I like dudes or something. You know? So they wanted to change me. He told me I wasn't marketable. And so I picked up the knives and the spatulas and started cooking.
Right.
And now here I am. And now I'm combining the music and the cannabis all in one.
How old were you when that happened?
I believe I was 21.
21.
I was 21 when they
Did you
told
get
me.
hurt about that?
Oh, bro,
On
it
the
hurt
day?
myself.
Yeah.
It hurt myself.
Yeah. No.
I couldn't be. I felt like I wasn't marketable because being me, I wasn't gonna be marketable. And they told me I wasn't gonna do it, and I wasn't gonna accept that. I'm like, you'll see.
Did you believe it though for a minute?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did?
Absolutely.
How long did you believe it for?
Oh man, a couple years.
Yeah.
A couple years. It always stayed in the back of my mind. It always played, but in the long haul, it kind of helped me. It pushed me. Every time it's in my head, it just kept me pushing, going like, no, that would not be true. I'm going to make sure of it that it's not. It just made me go harder.
That's crazy, right? Like I mean, it's how something can have that effect because like so I used to be told that I couldn't a lot too, you know, and I used to think that I can't, and I used to believe it, you know what I'm saying? And I think today, like, I still might believe it a little bit, you know what I mean? And that's why sometimes I go so hard. You know what I mean?
It plays in your head, right? But it pushes you though. But it kind of helps at the long end of it. It kind of helps you. It pushes me.
Right. Yeah. What about like growing up for you? Like, you know, being a black gay woman. How was that like ever a struggle for you in Chicago?
So I was actually blessed in that. All of my family accepted me. When I was telling my family, they were more like, we was just waiting for you to tell us. And so I didn't have to go through that people have not accepted me. The only person I probably wouldn't have came out to was my great grandmother who raised me. It's probably like the only person I couldn't have to accept me. But when she passed, it was like, whatever. I just told people. It was like they already knew. And I was like, oh, I thought I was telling you this was a moment for me. And you're telling me you already knew. So, but I haven't had that much like hate and stuff. I haven't had the experience that I see a lot of people that do, and I feel that I'm really blessed that I haven't really had no experience with that.
That's good. You see how your family's pretty supportive and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a blessing too. Yeah, that's good. I mean, you know, I don't know. I just like to get deep a little bit. You know what I mean? So, some of these podcasts are so like on the surface. You know what I'm saying? But I like to talk about it. So all right. Switch gears for a little bit. Like, where do you? Okay, so you got the show coming out. Let's talk about it. Can you talk about it a little bit more, or when is it going to come out?
In January.
In January. Okay, nice. And
Dinner with Chef Z. And that's why I'm always in Atlanta. We're filming the show and everything. I can't give the big announcement of where and everything until the network does that first.
Nice.
So, fortunately, I'm under all these contracts now.
Right. Nice.
So things are a little different.
Right on. I mean, so all right. So let's say like when the lounges happen. I want to talk about this one question. I keep forgetting about it, but like, you know, like the limited license market and the situation with the social equity and stuff like that. And I've always been like when this in Nevada, a lot of people have been affected by that a lot, right? Because of the way they did it, you know. And it's crazy, right? 'Cause people that are really close to me are made to feel kind of like they couldn't participate and stuff like that, right? But when they actually can, you know what I mean? But some people start to believe it, right? But like you never let it hold you up or anything like that. Like me either, right? Like I just figure out a way, right? You know, what is your message to people that like live in a market where it's a limited license and they feel like they can't get in because they don't have the money? You know what I mean? Or they feel like, you know, they were left out because of their skin color or whatever, right? Or they weren't a part of the right group of people. You know what I'm saying? But they want to get in it. Like, you know what I mean? Because you were faced with that. Both of us kind of were on different levels, completely different levels. But how were you able to just like not even just like worry about that?
Well, we always worry about that in the back of our mind. I always say, find your tribe. find those ones that has the same ambition, the same motivation that you have. Always linking up with someone like that that's going to push you, that want the same goals for me, that helps me a lot. I find my tribe. Everybody have their tribe out there, no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's what I go by. I found my tribe.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. No, I love that. I found my tribe too. I've been kicked out of a couple tribes, but I found a good one. No, I love that.
You might get kicked out of a couple of them till you find your right one.
Right. And so, like, sometimes, like, so you seem really smart to me. Where's that coming from? Like, where are you getting all that smartness from?
Well, I didn't finish college, just like my first freshman year, so I guess.
Did you make good grades in high school?
High school, yeah, I got decent grades. I wasn't like all A's and stuff,
But you could, like.
I mean, I didn't fail. I went through. I graduated with a diploma.
Nice.
But like I was more of a hands-on person. School wasn't really.
Do you read books
for me
or anything like that?
Sometimes. I'm not a big book reader.
Not a big book reader?
I have to be like really, really into it. Like I have to watch a movie and then hear everyone talking about the book for me to go pick it up. But I don't.
What about major inspirations? You got any inspirations? People that. Do you get inspired by people who actually are winning in what you're doing, or do you get more inspired by people who tell you you can't win?
Both, because one pushes you, and one keeps you like grounded. Like it's hard to explain. Sorry, that call came in.
No, that's okay. That's okay. And I'm getting hella deep too. So let's say the lounges come into Vegas. Are you trying to get down in the lounges out here, or do you see it as an opportunity for your brand, or what do you think about?
Yes, absolutely. Like I like what they're doing over there at Newell and Planet 13. And I just went to Planet 13. And I was looking around and I see the new restaurant in there. And when things change, I would love to be able to, like, at the airport, they have the stores that have the sandwiches, you know what I'm talking about? And they deliver for all of those stores like that. I see myself, I want to do that for like drop off infused sandwiches and stuff like that, like you do at the airport, but at the open lounges. I would love to do something like that.
Yeah.
You should have my juices in there,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You should get the juices in there. The juices thing is really interesting because you could like do it because I think everything's going to be single serving type shit. You know what I mean? You can get like one joint or you can get one gummy. But if you have drinks, you can do like a tap system, and you can mix it to where like the formulation in a 12-ounce cup will hit the single serving limit. You know what I'm saying? And then you mix it that way.
Okay.
It's crazy, huh?
So they're giving you a certain limit, like.
Yeah, it's like everything single dosing is supposed to be like that.
So is it like, say I go in there, can I get 2 cups? I'm only limited to like.
No, you could get whatever the legal limit is or whatever, like an ounce or 100 milligrams, whatever that is. But like it's one, just like when you buy a bag of gummies today, they're all individually wrapped. Okay. 10 milligram.
So when you go to a bar, do they tell you how much you can drink? How many?
They do.
Really?
Like that's what a shot glass is, right? So like the legal limit is 1.25 ounces of liquor, right? And so that shot glass only holds 1.25 ounces.
I've never heard a bar tell you, no,
like,
you can't, no, we can't give you that. It's over the limit. I've
right.
never heard that before.
But that is the.
But like, that's really what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
I just learned something.
Yeah, I know. And then like the glass of wine has that's what the legal one serving of a glass of wine is, or a pint of beer.
Okay.
But
wow, I just learned something.
Damn, I'm learning shit too, Z.
I see. It's the man right here.
Listen, what else is going on, man? Like what do we got coming up? Let's talk about the future.
Other than my show, we're also working on, I have a webisode coming out with Queens of Comedy, Laura Hayes. I don't know if you know who she is. She was on the Queens of Comedy. She was on Comic View. I don't know if you've ever seen that show.
Okay. I don't watch much TV.
You seen the show Martin?
Martin?
Yeah, she played. She was Cole's mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Laura Hayes. Okay, so she's on the webisodes.
Damn.
So we got a lot of things coming up. A lot.
That's dope. Where can they find you at, Z?
ZBacon.com. You can find me on the Zairilla_Bacon Instagram. Zairilla_Bacon, Twitter and Facebook, Zairilla Bacon, YouTube, Zairilla Bacon, everything just Zairilla Bacon. Or you can Google me as well. Just put Zairilla Bacon.
There it is.
That feels good saying that.
I know, right?
And mean it. Google me.
Google me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, you know.
You're doing your thing, man.
I'm trying
Congratulations.
to. I'm trying to, you know.
Yes. A long way from when I first met you.
Right, because you hosted one of the old Culture and Cannabis when there was in the alley.
It was with and Corrupt.
Yes, Corrupt was there. Yes, those events were in the dirt alley. Literally. Like, and I did several. We did several of those events there, and your shoes would just be dirty at the end of the event because it was like on gravel, right? It was like on dust. But today it's crazy. Have you been back there lately? It's parking lot. They turned into a parking lot. Yeah. So now it's that event venue does not even exist.
Nothing.
You could park. You could pay to park there.
Wasn't there like a little bar back there too?
The bar is still there, but we're doing like the outside alleyway events is all turned into a paid parking lot.
Oh wow!
But yeah, how far we have all come. That's the amazing part about this community, the cannabis community. You know, we're all kind of connected and going through this process. You know, of growing, right, and getting better and making our own way. But listen, thanks for listening to the podcast. Yet another one. Listen, we come to you every single week. It's crazy to even think about. I'm coming up on 6 years. Every single week, I've sat with you people, different leaders, people in our community. Listen, they're all archived on our website. Go check it out. Culture and Cannabis LV. I'm going to leave you guys with that, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.